Hi, I'm Kevin Yolvasacker here at Accent Decor with Tips and Tricks, or T2. What I'm going to show you today is wool and all the great wool product that we carry. And I absolutely love this product. I've been working with it for quite a while now, and there's just a lot of stuff that I'm going to tell you that's so cool about it. The first thing you need to know about it is really what it's composed of. I've got some visuals here for you. This is a sheep, all right? And this is a goat. This is goat's wool. So it's a huge difference. And the reason being, personally, I can't wear sheep wool because it's itchy, scratchy, and when it gets wet, it stinks. Goat wool can get wet and it has no odor. So that's the benefit of all of this. So what does that mean for all of us? It means that the wool that they've got at Accent Decor can go underwater. And again, when you see it on the shelf, you might think, oh, it's just fabric, it's just wool on wire. What do I do with it? It's an accent piece. It's not at all, because now we can think of it as a design element and something really beautiful that we can use in many different situations. So I'm going to show you all of that in this T2. The first thing I'm going to show you is the underwater. Start with your vase, and you can do anything that you'd like underwater for the visual. And just to prove that, we're going to show you that it does go underwater, and it goes underwater beautifully. And the other thing, when it does, is it intensifies the color of the wool. Now, something else you're going to find out is that it will not bleed. We've got a sample here. Right here, I'm going to show you, and that's using the wool on wire. And it comes in two different thicknesses and in all the beautiful colors as well. This has been underwater for 4 days. Not lying, 4 days it's been underwater. And you can see there's no bleeding, there's none of the wool falling off, and so you know that it's going to work underwater. So that being said, what can we do with that? Why would I stick wool underwater? Well, you know, is there any reason for that? Well, of course there is. What we're going to do here is take another vase of water, and then I've just done a simple hand tide. Once you've done your hand tide, you can take some of the wool, using whichever color you'd like. And again, you're going to carefully measure that wool out. Keep in mind that when you buy the wool, you're going to price this out. You're going to know what it costs per foot, and then you're going to do your markup that way so that you're getting the right amount of money for the wool. Take that, wrap it around your hand tie, and just do a beautiful wrap onto the hand tide, all right? And I can just simply place that in the water that way. Now, if I want a little more excitement in the bottom, I'm going to use some of the wool on wire and take that off there, cut it. Now, I've got a scissors that's designated for the wire, so I'm using that. So don't think that it's my ribbon scissors. You want to use the right tool that you're using. Cut that because this does have wire in it. Just going to scrunch that up and watch the effect that that'll have. We're going to just change it out a bit. Going to put the wool on wire down below, stick that on top, and look at that hand tide. Look at how much more beautiful and upgraded that looks. And again, that's going to appeal to our new, younger, modern customers when we do something like that. One of the things we're seeing coming out of Europe is doing wool with plants and different things with the wool in the plant situation. Using one of our new containers from the 2012 collection, I've just simply taken the succulent, put it into a square of wool, and in this case, I just want to show you and be honest that I took it out of its little pot to make it fit, popped it in there, and then put that in using the great oranges and reds in that collection. Again, if I wanted to water them, I can, because we know that the wool will work under the water, so that won't be a problem. Also, we know succulents are really trendy. We're seeing a lot more succulents come into our design, and the wool works great for that. Then I'm going to show you a couple what we call art tricks with it. So you take the wool, make little slits into the wool like this. Okay, whatever it is, how far apart you want it, doesn't matter. Take it like that and then pull it, and it's going to give you those cool gaps in the wool. Once I've done that, then I take spray adhesive and I spray the back of this side of the wool, and then I glue it on, stick it to another piece of wool, and it gives me this beautiful textural fabric, again, so that I can use it in different ways. I've done another one where we've taken the sparkle mesh and I glued it to the red wool. So you can see, again, I've got great fabric. I can use this in a vase. I can use this for a display item in the store. But the way that I can use it, there's two things you can do. Is if you don't want that wool wet, what I can do is do a vase within a vase, and then that's going to keep the wool dry, it's going to keep my flowers alive. Cut the fabric to the proper size so that it just fits in that container, and you can see it lines up pretty darn close. That's really what you want. Then we're going to take our other container, put that down into the center, then I'd add water into this center container, all right? That keeps the wool dry. And then again, it has more of a fabric look. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and then add your floral to that. And just again, look at how beautiful that's going to look. Very, very different look than we're used to in a vase, plus it's protecting the wool and keeping the wool dry. Lastly, I want to show you something. One of the customers here at Accent Decor makes this great little jewelry. So if you're the crafty person, if you're the professional florist, whatever you might be, there's always that little thing that you can do with the wool. And she makes these fantastic little pins. Look at how, that's really quite a cute little item, little button covers. So it's, you know, unlimited possibilities with the wool. So just remember, you can use it as art, you can use it as a floral accessory, fashion, whatever it might be, but concentrate on using wool and just remember the goat. Again, I'm Kevin Yolvasacker here at T2. Go to www.accentdecor.com and you're going to see all the great things online, and thanks for stopping by.